Hello there, namaste. So yeah, the Acolyte apparently now has 7 episodes. And I gotta say, one of the things you know when a story's well done, the only things that really cause like turmoil in the story are like in the world building, because they'll introduce one thing which is world breaking, but the stories, the character, everything still works, that you respect it. Right here, it's not only breaking its own story, it's world breaking. And the problem with Star Wars is like everything, the lore is already written for it. How can you go so far away from that? But it's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's Star Wars now. It's Disney's Star Wars. See, I called it in the beginning. The Jedi are going to be the ones that are the evil ones. Well, of course, this is Disney. The Jedi are the ones that are going to be evil. They're going to be the ones that, you know, took out the entire fortress of, you know, witches. And it's just going to be ridiculous. Absolutely dumb. Everything they introduce is going to be absolutely dumb, make absolutely no sense. But everyone's going to be excited about it. Well, at least the 12s of people that enjoy it. Why has she got a metal detector? Okay. Jedi are supposed to be sort of like an equivalence to a police force. What are they doing excavating? What are they doing being geologists on a brand new planet? This is not their... This is remind me of what The Martian? No, what is the one with Matt Damon where he gets lost on Mars? You know, where everyone has their own specialty. They had the chemist, they had the geologist, they had the biologist. Is that for the plants? Whatever. I'm not that smart, but it's just everyone has their given roles. They're like trying to split everyone up into different roles when they're not supposed to. Doesn't matter. Write the rules. Rewrite the rules.
I know, but we're on a mission.
We've been here for 7 weeks.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Anakin was supposed to be an outlier. You know, the one who leaned onto his emotions, the one who whined about everything, the one who complained, and that was made fun of in the prequels. Why are they leaning into that for this? Why are they making the Jedi so emotional? Because emotion is bad. You lean into that. You're supposed to be mature, an adult. You're supposed to rationalize, see things logically, not lean into emotion. That's just my gosh, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Do not confuse Torben's feelings with your own. I do not tell him answers to ease his mind. I teach him to seek the answers for himself.
Oh my freaking gosh. Oh, this is just absolute. No, there's no point. There's no point.
So, follow the river? We haven't covered the Northlands yet.
You can scan for life forms, for concentrated life forms. This has been introduced in a multitude of Star Wars lore. Why can you not scan for the mountain that's a coven of witches? It is just ridiculous that they're walking across the planet. And if it started in one point, don't you think that it would get stronger as you reach that point? Gets like a ripple in the water as it gets larger and thinner as it ripples outward. The strongest point is at the center, where it drops, where you get a drop in the water because it billows out and then it fluctuates. It's not supposed to make sense. None of this is supposed to make sense. You're just supposed to look at it and go like, oh, they're wearing Jedi robes. Oh, they have lightsabers. Oh, they're trying to teach. They're saying words like Padawan. Oh, they're saying Sith. Oh, they're using all these words that are supposed to get you happy about things. Let's forget about all the lore and anything that makes sense. You know, it's funny because I've given up on Star Wars, but it's just so anger-inducing. You have all this lore. You have the world written down for you to follow. It's one of the hardest things to basically world create. Like when you're creating something, the world itself is the only thing you'll destroy as you're doing things. Right here, they have it concrete, but not only are they going back on that, they're destroying the lore that comes after. They're making no sense of anything. But it's okay. It doesn't have to make any sense. It doesn't have to matter. They're using words that are supposed to get people excited. And plus, the old male fans are the issue. The people who have been there since the beginning. Well, not even the beginning. I became a fan of Star Wars before even the prequels came out, because they came out before I was even born, and the prequels didn't come out till a little bit after I was born. So I had the OT to basically fall in love with. And then the prequels came out and it's like a smile, but at the same time it's enjoyable. And then Disney gets a hold of it and literally destroys it. Like, it's funny how South Park actually saw what was going to happen. Everyone else was like, cool, we're going to finally get more Star Wars. Only to find out none of it is actually Star Wars. I remember this. This was in 300. Anyone remember that, where he's scaling the wall to talk to the Oracle, was it? You know, that's what's funny, is I've only seen 300 once, and I can remember that better than I can remember previously on the Acolyte, because they just flip-flop so much that it just doesn't serve a purpose.
Go on. Go on. Go on. Ask me.
What is this supposed to do other than prove that she is obviously evil? Yeah, it's a good thing the coven of witches was taken out by one of the girls, because clearly planting seeds of deception in someone's mind, trying to poison someone against what they believe. I mean, it takes the worst kind of people to demean and demoralize someone. Sure, he craves something. We all do. But it doesn't take away from the fact that there is something to be said about he has a master which he respects, yet she's trying to talk him out of it. Obviously, the master has earned his respect, but what does this witch know about respect? She uses her powers on kids, pushing them to the side, expecting them to stand up for themselves. Losing her custody, that's for sure.
If you want your Padawan returned to his right mind, I suggest you all leave. Now.
She has assaulted, and she's done something incredibly perverse. She has gone into the mind. Imagine someone who's there to a peace officer, and the person goes into the peace officer's mind and starts to mentally torture them, and then holds their mind hostage until the rest of the peace officers leave. What kind of logic does that make? You have lost all right in that moment. Invading someone's mind, of all things, that is absolutely disgusting. I mean, you can persuade someone, that's fine. But to go into someone's mind is just incredibly disgusting. Absolutely barbaric, absolutely evil.
Then who is protecting this child if not the Jedi?
Yeah, they should call the CPSC Jedi, since apparently they're the excavating Jedi. They're the ones that have to do the analysis on the planet. They need to call the CPSC Jedi. I wonder who that would be. Forensic Jedi. That's what they would be. Well, not really. Forensic is after a crime has been committed.
You must have the courage to tell the truth.
We should continue the test.
Why are they making her so impatient? He is being honest. There are thousands of children. She might not be accepted into the order, but there are children her age. She's rolling her eyes as if he's telling lies. He is not. He is being honest, and she's just frustrated that she no longer has control over the conversation.
But always a past.
After you coached her.
Oh my gosh. Can they make you dislike the women in this series more? I mean, seriously. She is trying to boss everyone around. You aren't the sole person in the entire universe. You know what? There's no point. There's no point. They're just trying to make her seem smart instead of completely bossy or deluded or, you know, being upset that someone's smarter than her or whatever it may be.
This little girl's destiny because you have formed an emotional attachment.
An emotional attachment after seeing her playing with butterflies next to a tree. That is a very strong leap. Very strong leap she did.
You want to stop Osha from leaving? Then stop her.
What the heck? Everyone here is evil. I hate them all. I'm glad they're all dead. You know, I don't think they know what they're doing. Of course, they don't know what they're doing as writers, because the people you absolutely despise and you're supposed to feel sorry that they're all gone, dead and gone, you're actually happy that they're all dead and gone. You don't care for anyone. You absolutely do not.
My children are our future. Her wish must be considered.
I don't get it. They started her out to be the absolutely most evil person, and now they're trying to make her out to be a rational, thinking human being. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It was like, no, I care about my daughter. She has chosen. However, I did assault the brain of one of the peace officers, which is making him go nuts, seeing an opportunity to go home, which is going to lead to the burning down of our entire coven.
I would die before I let the Jedi take my children.
But one of your daughters wants to kill the other daughter because you refused. You've locked everyone in. None of this makes any sense. She decided to stand up, allow her daughter that's absolutely nuts to go and get angry, destroy their platform in and out, so now they no longer have access to food and water. And now she's going to kill her sister because her sister wanted to leave. So because she kills her sister can never leave. Whatever logic that is. I mean, it's the logic of a child, I assume. But it's just absolutely dumb how everyone's trying to... it just makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense. But then again, they're a coven of crazy women, so they don't have to make any sense. They're crazy women, so you just accept it. You just accept it because they're a coven of crazy women. Witches. I can't believe I'm watching this a second time in a row.
Be raised by an institution instead of a family.
You guys aren't a family. You guys are a cult. You can't just use words and expect them to have meaning. It's absolute stupidity. The fact that this show constantly use words which they don't know the meaning of. It's just like, oh, let's use the word family here. Let's avoid the word cult of witches, which is clearly what it is. Let's avoid the fact that those kids will never be raised around kids their own age, will never be raised appropriately with actual parental figures. No, they're just given everything they wanted because they're the only two kids in that entire coven who were manufactured basically in a lab. It makes no sense. They're throwing words out. Well, again, they throw words out like because they don't know what they mean. I know I fall guilty of that because I get so enraged that I'll just say things and then I'll get so tongue-tied that I'll be saying things and I'm like, am I using that word properly? But that's just because I'm not thinking, I'm just spitballing here. It's like what they're doing for this. You're not supposed to spitball when you're writing a film. It's the dumbest thing ever. Just like, oh, let's use this word here. Family. Everyone loves that dialogue in Fast and the Furious. A terrible series, by the way. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but a terrible series. Everyone loves that dialogue. Let's throw it here. Because no one here is related. But let's use the word family. Because that triggers people. That'll be like, aw, they need a family. No. Get them out of there. Send them with the CPSC Jedi. Thank you.
I was going to let Osha go. She chose you.
Okay, so in order to say, okay, Osha can leave with you, you end up siding with the crazy ones, which, again, remember, you were the crazy one as well, and then you decided to listen to your daughter who doesn't know what's right for her, but it doesn't matter. And then you end up doing an act which makes your other daughter start to fade away and disappear. As you disappear, the Jedi takes you out because he has no clue. It looks like nothing but dark magic, and you're like, oh, I was just trying to do the right thing. She wants to leave with you. She chose you. Feel guilty for taking me out, for doing something that looked absolutely evil and being absolutely crazy and joining these crazy ones over here a second ago and siding with them, even though I personally do not stand by them while I'm standing by them. The logic here is just doing gymnastics. It's just jumping in circles. So I guess how he ended up with his face all scarred up was because of fighting the other Jedi who had his mind poisoned by all the evil witches. Again, how is any of this supposed to make anyone feel anything other than revulsion for the coven of women? I mean witches. The coven of women, I mean witches who are a complete cult who were brain raising kids to be absolutely, well, tools. It's just absolutely barbaric. The fact that any of this is supposed to be entertaining or enjoyable and not just roll your eyes, this is dumb kind of thing. So they sacrificed their lives to possess the brain of the Wookiee? Or did she have a mind battle like Professor X and Farouk? Is that what they did? They basically did a mind battle in a mind realm competing? What was that battle like? That would be one that would be interesting to see instead of just the rolling of the eyes. So they sacrificed themselves. That's how they all collapsed. That's what happened to them. They all died because they were holding hands, possessing the brain of a Wookiee, and she just happened, Professor X, and much stronger than the others. So she easily took him out. Or no. She's Phoenix. She's Phoenix. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? And Professor X is a male. No, Phoenix. She's the Phoenix.
I warned both of you.
She's acting as if they did all the wrongdoing. How can you really relate to any of the characters in this series? Everyone's stupid. Everyone's dumb. She believes that she is almighty, all-knowing. See, what's funny is I didn't care that she died in the beginning. Now I'm happy she died in the very first episode because I don't like her. I'm glad the Wookiee got killed off. Well, sadly, I don't know much about the Wookiee, sadly. It's still kind of frustrating that he got killed off camera because we don't know anything about him. The fact that Torben, whatever that Jedi's name is, drank his own poisoned milk. I don't care. I don't care. She's acting as if she was all justified and completely right and she did no wrong. Absolutely no wrong.
I wanted the twins to be safe.
No thought of the consequences.
What consequences? She was trying to burn her sister alive. She needs to shut her mouth. She's just making herself out to be stupid. I know how that feels. I know how that feels to make yourself out to be stupid. My fiance points it out all the time, but she's the only one that has the right. She's just making herself more stupid right here.
I had to make a choice.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong? Oh my gosh. Everyone. They're falling on emotion. They're letting it guide them. That's the path to the dark side. How can someone who's writing a Star Wars series not see that this is a clear conflict to what the Jedi are? Why are you making them fight amongst themselves? Why aren't you making them think logically? Yes, everyone has a different logical mindset, but logical thinkers are able to discuss with each other, not have a pissing battle over emotion. No, logical thinkers never fall to this. That's basically what it's like on Twitter when you're trying to talk logically with someone and then someone starts whining and complaining and saying how they feel about something. No one cares about how you feel. We want to know about a logical stance on things, not about how you feel. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Oh, but that's the thing is like you think it's only gonna get, well, it can't get any worse. And then it just gets more stupid. It just gets more stupid. They don't know what they're doing. It's clear that nobody knows what they're doing. It's like they're trying to make the Jedi out to be the Jedi, but they're not. The Jedi are basically the Sith, relying on emotion, letting their hatred, their emotions guide their every action instead of thinking logically. Like you're supposed to be a logical thinker. They're supposed to be like the peacekeepers, but they have them investigating a planet like forensic scientists, which makes no sense. And then apparently they turn into the Jedi CPSC version of themselves for no reason. And then the woman starts questioning everything. The female Jedi woman, I don't know her name, starts questioning everything else everyone else is doing and belittling everyone else with refusing to accept any other argument, any other perspective, because heaven forbid anyone else has a good thought or can have a perspective. This is Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this is Disney Star Wars. This is what it's come to, and it really is funny. I just need to keep looking at it as Spaceballs. I really just need to have the Spaceballs thing pop up here, and it just make more sense because it's what it is. It is Spaceballs. Oh, thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.